talking about that. Thanks to our sponsors. And down at the bottom of the map, an impressively creepy Zerg. His creep spread is apparently second to none now. It is. The voice just sounds a little bit depressed. It's like,
I never noticed that. I have to tell you guys a terrible truth.
Can you wait?
Yeah, I can wait.
So I introduce this guy, the king of a tier 1 unit. That costs 50 minerals. It is
MarineKing Prime.
Wow, some fans here for this guy.
Poor girl is
and they should be.
Her voice, man.
Yeah,
her voice is going to be in worse shape than ours was after Noribong last night.
Oh yeah, man, that Noribong last night was so fun.
Yeah,
we got to hang out with
karaoke,
Snowbird.
by the way.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know. You say, like, my throat was sore after something that ends with bong and people like get completely different ideas. No, it's karaoke. It's a lot of fun.
Well, I was just going to say that I didn't realize that larva came out of these little holes in the bottom of the hatchery. There's actually little holes in the bottom of that hatchery, and that's where larva comes out.
Wolf?
I didn't know that.
How are larvas made?
I don't know how they're made, but they come out of those holes.
All right. I didn't know if we were ready for that talk.
Well, you know...
Now you get it. Now you get it. I'm not claiming it was good, but at least now you get it.
Well, when they are made like queens, they just pop off the side, but otherwise there's just a little hole at the front of the hatchery I didn't know about.
I don't know. There's lots of ways you can make them, I guess. Sometimes a stork carries them.
MarineKing went gas first, we didn't mention, but you guys saw that, and I'm kind of curious to see what he's going to do.
Hatch first for Zenio, then gas. Looks like he wants to get Zergling speed pretty quickly. Might decide to use it for roaches, but I doubt that. You don't see that very often.
No, not quite often.
Yeah, factory right away, using that gas first to his advantage.
I'm thinking we're probably going to just see that earlier factory's going to put some pressure on with it, and I don't think we're going to see Banshees or anything like that, so I'm kind of curious as to what's going to develop here. Yeah, there's the reactor going down on the barracks, so just a faster reactor Hellion opening.
Yeah, a little bit quicker. Doesn't make a huge difference at all, honestly.
That's very true. It's not a significant difference.
Yeah, I mean, this way I believe actually delays your command center a little bit.
It does, and what happens with this, though, from Zenio's perspective is he has to make the spines earlier than he wants to. It's really tough when you're using 2 drones to make the spines. It's
look at that starport. No,
that is a starport.
But yeah, everything you were saying was right. Go on.
I was just saying, it makes you make the spines a little bit earlier, and in the early stages of the game, you don't want to make those spines because you don't have the economy to just drop 200 mils and drop 2 drones out, really. But yeah, we're gonna see perhaps one of those Slayers-esque drop-type pushes, but this is not really a good map for that.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't think it really is either. We actually saw Zenio pull guys off gas. Legend showed us that just a moment ago, because he sees what's going on all the time. He can't keep anything from Legend. But, yeah. So, what we were talking about with the command centers, normally if you were going for a Reactor Hellion Expand, you get the command center like around 20 supply. But as you can see, MarineKing decided to go for a 1-1-1 sort of opening instead.
Yeah, and it is going to be just a dropship coming out here. He's going to use that dropship to elevator his units into the main base. And it's a good technique, but it's just not the best map for it, I don't feel.
You know what, though? In this situation, in this best of 3, I like the decision because it's not something that Zenio is going to expect at all, you know? I mean, last game, MarineKing played a very slow, methodical, scientific mech game, and this game he's going to play a really fast-paced, aggressive, micro-intensive opening. So we're really seeing the diversity that MarineKing has in styles, and we'll have to see if Zenio can handle it. He's getting the Roach
it's going to be
War.
tough, man. He's just got that Roach War on the way. He made as many circles as he could, but look at those drones transferring into their deaths.
Oh, nice surround by some Zerglings there, but is it going to be enough Zerglings? He does take out the Marines, all except for 2. That's a great start for Zenio.
Absolutely, that was really key for him to get those Marines, but more Marines are rallying in here.
Oh, he's got to be so careful. Losing a lot of Zerglings there. Marines are all dead except for 1 now, and Zenio has to pull his drones. Oh, look at that. MarineKing just picks up, floats away.
Everything fit in that dropship so perfectly, too.
You have to be careful if you're the Marine getting in like after the Hellion. You don't want to end up like underneath it or something. It's awkward. Well, I guess it's worse if you are under the Hellion when it drops out.
That could be pretty bad. Yeah. Well, how is it that you can only drop units out one at a time, but you can pick them up all at once?
I don't know. Because it's better that way.
That's one of life's biggest questions.
It's just plain better. Yep. And we have got some more aggression from MarineKing here. And this is going to be really tough for Zenio to deal with. No spines yet. Oh, losing a couple queens there too. Oh, this is looking really bad for Zenio right now. I'm worried. Oh, no.
Yeah, he's going to lose all of his drones here, and I think this might be the end. GG, MarineKing.
Well, that was pretty quick. Man, MarineKing taking a really fast 2-0 victory. These last two series, man, I thought it was going to be a little bit longer.
Yeah, I thought so too. And I'm a little bit surprised that attack went so well. I mean,
Zenio.
On one hand, it's a bad map for the elevator type technique I was discussing, but with the timing of that, and Zenio he didn't have any units. He was like desperately trying to get those Zerglings out, and they were all kind of stuck in the back, and then MarineKing got that good positioning. He did a great surround. He killed all the Marines, and I was like, oh, maybe he's going to hold this, but then the Hellions just were too much.
Yeah, you may have been going back to droning a little bit too soon, skimped on the spine crawlers a little bit.
Yeah.
We've had like some bad luck for players just switching teams recently. Clyde got 2-0'd right after joining Slayers, and now Zenio gets 2-0'd right after joining Team Liquid.
Yeah, a little bit surprising.
I guess, yeah. It's. I thought it was going to be a longer series than that.
Yeah, at least a more interesting one. And I thought that push would do some damage, but I had I don't even think MarineKing intended to end the game with that attack.
No,
he was like, "Oh, you're just so greedy. You just fell apart and died."
I didn't see if he made a command center at the end there. I wasn't watching.
Well, the idea behind that push is to cripple your opponent so far that you're like you can just make one. Yeah,
exactly. Well, let's take a look at our results from today. It has been all 2-0s in this round, man. July 2-0ing Genius, Curious 2-0ing Monster, Boxer 2-0ing Virus, and MarineKing 2-0 against Zenio. And as far as our winners, look at that. 2 Zergs, 2 Terrans.
And just like yesterday, all 2-0s.
Yeah.
And actually, in all of these cases, except the Monster versus Curious, they were pretty one-sided.
All right, so check it out, guys. This is going to be our brackets for the rest of Code A Round 2. You can see we've got a little bit more to play here. You're going to have Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus Keen. Well, I'm not going to read everything on the screen, but you can see that. Look at that. Nest T is going to play. Nest T, that's going to be interesting. And, of course, Finn did defeat Pulp. That was a crazy series. Guys, if you haven't seen that one, definitely go back and watch that. So many good matches in the GSL this season. I love the new format, Wolf.
I like it too, man.
I like it. It's very good.
You can see MC just one game away from getting into Code S. If he beats Bomber there, so it's only either MC or Bomber gets into Code S immediately.
Oh, look at that. Boxer versus MarineKing to decide who goes to Code S.
Oh, my
God.
I
love it. I love it, man. That is awesome.
Can't wait to cast that. I'm
absolutely. Well, here's more Code A coming up here in the future. Brown versus Zero, Parting versus Killer. That should be awesome PvP. Cezanne versus Happy. Bomber versus MC. That should be a good match.
So
these guys.
Remember, guys, even if they lose, for example, they still go to the up and downs, but we know only one will advance to Code S at that moment. And check this out.
I'm so excited. Lenok getting to a GSL Code S finals, but he's got to go up against Jokchi.
These are 2 young stars who have a lot of potential, I think, so it's really cool to see them play here in the finals. It's going to be at the Sejong University at Daeyoung Hall.
Yeah.
It's going to be at 5:10 p.m., so 1 hour early on Saturday.
Keep in mind, too, guys, that Jokchi is basically the Lenok of Terran.
Yeah.
So he's going to be a guy to watch, too. But you know what, Wolf? I'm sad because I'm actually not going to be able to watch the finals live because I will be visiting my family in Minnesota, and they only have 56K dial-up internet there because the nearest town only has 150 people. But it'll be great to see them. And, yeah, this is actually my last cast for the GSL, guys. I am moving back to America to cast for IGN, work on the IPL. I'm going to move to San Francisco, just kind of the better place for the wife and I right now. But I want to say a huge, huge thank you to Mr. Chain, GOMTV, for giving me this opportunity to come here and cast this. It has been nothing but absolutely amazing to get to cast with you and Moletrap back there. It's been completely awesome. All the casters I've cast with, all the people that I've worked with, all of the players, the coaches, all the fans I've met here in Korea. Everyone's just been so nice and so supportive. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, all of you out there watching as well. It's been an incredible experience. It's been a very humbling experience. And I promise I'm going to do everything I can to make esports in the West completely awesome. It's going to happen, guys. 2012 is going to be bigger than ever.
Hey, Doa.
Keep watching the GSL. Watch me on IGN. What's up, Wolf?
GOMTV told me to give this to you on broadcast.
Should I open this right now?
Yeah, you should.
All right. I don't want to. I have to be like really careful here. It's like, let's see. Oh my. Gosh.
Oh my God.
Wow. This is all right. I didn't want to get emotional, but this is a plaque of appreciation. Wow. Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate this. Yeah. Say something. So I don't have to.
Of course, Doa's getting a little bit choked up. He has to leave, and I'm really happy to have casted with you. I wanted to just say that. I'm really sad you're leaving. You know, you and I formed a really great team, and you and I know that. The people on the internet know that. And
we're going to cast
This isn't the end for me and Doa. Dolph, as it's been called out there, Woa, whatever. We're not over, okay? We're not breaking up. And Doa and I will be casting together a lot in the future, so don't.
I'm going to hold up like the GSL trophy. I'm doing the
You have to kiss it? All right.
There you go. Wow, this is awesome. I love Korea so much. I'm definitely coming back at the very least to visit. I mean, maybe do a little bit of guest casting. Who knows? We'll see what the future holds. But yeah, I just can't thank you enough. And if you're one of the people that didn't like me casting, well, I guess you're happy too. So everybody's happy. It all works out.
I guess so.
But yeah, well, these guys are like singing so beautifully. Reminds me of the Noribong last night. I'm gonna miss Noribongs. I'm sure they have karaoke in California as well.
They do. Don't worry. Well, do you want to wrap things up?
I think so. Let's wrap things up, guys. Again, do the winner prediction thing too. But thanks again for watching, guys. This has been the GSL from Seoul, South Korea. This is Doa signing off. I'll see you guys on the next cast.